Hi, it's Donna. Hope you're all doing well. The weather has got quite a bit warmer here. We're getting it into the 80s for now, and we're supposed to have a really bad storm because of that. Once the weather changes and it gets really warm, we have the tornadoes and the thunder and the lightning and all of that fun stuff, the rain. But On one of my videos, I had mentioned that I had gone to the eye doctor and my prescription had changed, and so I had to get new glasses. Well, here's my new glasses. I like them. I think they fit really well. But the reason I'm here today creating a video is I want to talk a little bit about what I have learned over just a few years, because I've just gotten into this recently in the last few years, about purchasing purses and making sure that they are real and not fake. I purchased this about a year ago. It was in a thrift store, a very well-known thrift store, and I liked it. I saw it and I liked it. But what I normally do is when I come home, I go on the internet. If I don't do that right in the store, because I carry my phone around so I can look on the internet, but I didn't do that with this one. I liked it. I thought it was a cute purse, and so I went home and I looked on the internet and I could not find this Creed number anywhere, and I just kept searching and searching and putting it into the search engine, and finally something came up that said this particular number was a fake. I haven't been able to find that again on the internet, but looking at some of the things that are on this purse, it's clear now with some of the knowledge that I have that it really is a fake. If you look at the lettering, I don't know if you can see that really well in the camera, but the lettering is not really detailed. It just doesn't look Coach value, the way that they do things. Another thing is that when I was looking at the hardware is kind of flimsy. It's just not the quality that you would think of from a Coach. And one thing I did notice is that it doesn't have the YKK on the zipper. Now, I've looked up and they said some of them don't, but the quality of the zipper really needs to be there. But for the most part, the YKK should really be there on the zipper pull. And then I also noticed that, I don't know if you can see it here. Let me see if I can get it. On this side, there is the letter C. Now, I don't know if you can see that. It gets kind of blurry the closer you get. But there is the letter C right up in here on this side of the zipper. But Coach doesn't do that. If they're going to put anything on there, it will be the full name of Coach. And it's kind of a bad job anyhow. And then also, if you look at the zipper itself, it's not the quality that Coach uses. It's more of like I don't know, a nylon kind of zipper. It's just not the quality, and the hardware just isn't there either. So that is not really the quality of Coach. But I like the purse. I think it's cute. Again, it was sold at a thrift store, and I understand that fake purses should not be sold anywhere, whether it be at a thrift store or online. But I like the purse. I think it's cute. So the other one that I found, which is a Coach, and I didn't know this at the time I was really starting to sell and buy purses and sell purses. I didn't know this, and it was something that I learned, and I liked learning it. This looks very Coachy. The hardware over here, I mean, it's heavy hardware on the handle, on the strap. It's really nice. And then if you look at the belt hardware, that's really nice. But one of the things I learned is that, and it has the Creed. If you can see that, it's not really good. It's not really pressed in there really good. But anyhow, it has the Creed. But one of the things I learned is that Coach, if you see the C's on the outside of this purse for Coach, it should not be on the inside. And boy, are they everywhere on the inside. And the other way around, too. If you have them on the inside, the C's on the inside, then you shouldn't have them on the outside. I've been told that is not correct for Coach. So This was another one that I purchased from a thrift store, and it's not real. But live and learn. Okay, the other thing too is the zipper. It's kind of the same thing. The zipper just isn't really the quality of Coach, and it doesn't have the YKK, and it doesn't have Coach written on it. I didn't even check to see if this one has C. I don't think it even has a C on it, but anyhow, it's fake. But I mean, you can carry it. I mean, it's a big purse. It does a lot as far as room. It has a lot of space, but it's fake, and it really should have never been sold. Now, the other one that I found at a thrift store, which I knew when I saw it, but I liked it, so I thought, hey. LV. We all know LV is a very luxury purse. I'm assuming we all know. We may not, but it is. And this is pretty, but it's fake. The hardware on it is just not there. It's not good quality. The zipper, let's see. It doesn't have the YKK there. It does have Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France, on its little tab here, but it's just not real. One of the things I've been told is that Louis Vuitton does not use brown suede in as a lining, so that's one thing. Also, the strap is just not the quality. It's missing some of the trimming on it. It just isn't the quality, but I liked it, so. It's a nice little size purse when you just want to carry something simple along. You're not carrying your whole household like I do. But anyhow, that's another purse that I bought at a thrift store, in a well-known thrift store. Again, fake should not be sold. I mean, that's just the bottom line. It's actually illegal to sell fakes. So I don't know about this other one, about the store. Anyhow, that sold them. I will say, though, I did, probably about 2 years ago, I came across an MCM purse, which is a luxury purse, in a thrift store. I saw it. Honestly, at the time, I didn't know anything about MCM. Like I said, I'm a novice. I'm learning things, and it's exciting, to learn these kind of things. But I didn't know anything, really, and I saw the MCM, and I said, I left it. It was in a display case, and I went home, and I kept thinking about it, and so I did some research, and I thought, oh, wow, that's an expensive purse, if it's real. And so I went back, and I purchased it for about $60. Sent some pictures into a company that authenticates purses, and found out that yes, it was MCM. It had the 9 leaves on one side and the 8 leaves on the other side. When you see it, it has leaves, and also it had all the things that needed to be correct. The stitching was correct. Everything was really good on it. It also was made before the Berlin Wall came down, so it was aged. And like I said, I purchased it for $60, not really knowing much about it, and I was able to sell it for $600. So that was a good buy. That was a good find. So not everything that you find at thrift stores is going to be fake, but you just need to be careful. And that's just the same on when you're buying purses online. If you're not buying it directly from the maker, the store, the Coach store, whatever it may be, you really do need to be cautious and look at everything. Look at the stitching, look at the zippers, look at the hardware, look online about the purse itself, what things are commonly fake on the purse, and just educate yourself. And that's what I've been doing. I've just been educating myself, because I would never want to sell something to someone that is fake. And I buy it if I like it, but again, it really shouldn't have been sold. But that's, neither here nor there. That it happened. So I just thought I'd share that with you, and hopefully, when you're out buying purses or anything, I mean, almost anything can be counterfeit. So we just need to be careful. We need to educate ourselves about things that we like and we purchase. So that's it for today. I hope you have a good day. Thank you for watching. Bye.